I don't know whether to be pleased for the family or sorry for the person or people that did it, but I will give you information on who shot and killed John George. Have one of these. You're going to need it. A big one. Come on in. Sit down. And I will play you the audio that I have. Yeah, come on. And welcome to Aldon's Reviews and True Crime. So we're going to keep this one nice and sedate. I hope the sound is good for you. I'm keeping the voice volume low. Now, firstly, I don't know really if this is 100% the truth. It's just coming from the mouth of Madison. Audios can be doctored and changed, but I believe this to be real. It's just deciphering what's true and what's not true. I think this looks pretty genuine. See what you think. I'll play the audio. In the audio, well, you'll hear it in a moment for yourself. But there are big kind of accusations about Mike or Michael, who we kind of know, don't we? Even from that little snippet of video, we kind of know. I've never seen Smithy, Johnny Smithy. I've seen Madison, but where is Johnny? Anyway, listen to the audio and it will be self-explanatory. If you're American or if you're one of our lovely foreign people watching, you might not be able to understand the Irish accent, but it's pretty clear to me. Have a listen.
Right. Johnny knows where the location was where they were stopped by police. John was on his way. John was on his way to Fairdyke, Johnny.
Listen, Mark. Yeah, John just got that. Michael sent Johnny a location. Me and Johnny were in the house, right?
But listen, no, hear me out 1 second, love. Hear me out 1 second. Johnny told me that he was there, tied up like a turkey by the police.
Yes, I know he was.
Right. Where is that location?
Exactly. This is what he can't remember because he's put it in.
He's going to need to fucking remember.
I know he does.
This is important here for my family.
I know you don't understand how much I know and like how much this is the only thing that we need to at least know the location of the police stop because it's probably the biggest clue ever. Like you don't understand how much I know this needs to come out.
Madison, Johnny's there with you. I know he is. Put him on the phone, please.
No, he actually isn't. He isn't.
But where did he go then? He was there in the last call. How did she know he was there?
I'm out. He wasn't. I'm out.
Right. Get me that location. Billy's already told you, get the location and we're all out of here.
Yes.
But I'm telling you now, love, there's going to be no fucking stone left unturned here until we find him.
I know. I actually know. This is why I'm trying to tell everybody. Like I said to Johnny, please give me when you left the house, what direction did you drive and where was the place? Like, just the direction of the driving.
Yeah.
And he said he drove towards Torrevieja and then up out. Yeah. He doesn't know the exact location, but he said
so Torrevieja is the other way from Benidorm?
No, Torrevieja is actually Torrevieja is like on the way to Benidorm.
On the way?
But
how long did he drive for? Now he said this happened around 10 o'clock.
Yes, it was about 9:30.
And the police stopped him while John was still alive?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
John wasn't injured. No way to say that John was injured, but he wasn't. So, can I just explain the whole start from the day.
That's John's kids you hear crying in the background, love.
And I don't even.
I know, Ken, I know, son. You're going to need to get us this location here. Get on to Johnny. Get on to Johnny. Tell him to get on to Molly and find out where John's body is. We get the body, we're home.
I could have see after this happened.
Now he's been to that place as well and out the last 2 days.
Yes, I know, but
is he in there telling him his part in this here?
what is it?
Is he in telling his part?
I don't know what Michael's in telling him, but he better be telling the truth. Michael's.
I don't think he is because they keep letting him out to come back again. He's with them now, I think.
Yeah, I know. Darren texted me saying that he's trying to throw me under the bus, but
Oh, he's going to throw you all under the bus, and you're going to have to throw him under the bus here.
no, just telling the truth, and now I can because I'm away from him.
I know, but look, listen, tell me. You were there in the house. You're going to have to tell the PSNI what happened. Tell them.
No, but they didn't.
It's not cross his town. Johnny said John was his friend.
I know, Mark, tell me, see your mom, Michael. Johnny actually couldn't wait to send Michael home with him just to show Terry Verner and to show everybody else that John was over in Spain actually working with serious men, because Michael is so serious. Johnny couldn't wait to send him home. See, when Michael came to our house around that night and says that Georgie didn't make it to Benidorm, me and Johnny shit ourselves.
What did he say when he came in the door? And why was Johnny sitting in the wee bar crying, letting on his granddad died?
That was Dan.
That was Dan.
Yeah, Dan went away crying, saying his nanny died, and went to the leaving. Dan was in the Abbey Tavern, so I
exact words. What did he say? Well, so his exact words, and what you seen when he walked in the door, he said what?
Right, could I explain what happened?
Like, go ahead.
Can I give you the whole...
Well, just what did he say? What did he say? Go. What did Michael say when he walked in the door?
He says, I don't know what to do.
He said that. What made you shake yourself when I'm saying that?
Yeah.
That wouldn't scare you? That wouldn't scare you, sure?
No, because he came in with the thing.
What thing? Say it.
A gun.
Right. He came in with a gun. And what did he say?
He says, and he was taking all, he's like, I don't know what to do, And Johnny was like, what the fuck do you mean? And he was like, I've just done that to Georgie. Johnny said it.
What the matter, Georgie? Hit him or what?
Oh my god, he came in and he says, oh my god, it's so hard to say.
Just say it.
It's so hard.
It's hard for fucking us.
I know it is.
Say the words, Madison.
Matty, just say what he said. You don't matter, Georgie. That's all we need to know.
Say tell him, Georgie.
I know. I've already told Don what he said anyway, but he came in and so at the start he was shitting himself, and then Johnny was like, Johnny seen the thing, and I don't even know what to say. Johnny seen it, right? And he was like, Johnny did offer. He says, do you want me to take it? Blah blah blah. And Michael was like, no, I'll take it. So Michael still has it. Michael was like, I'm taking it and I'm cleaning it. I'm doing all this and I'm doing this. And Michael then, after 10 minutes of us in the apartment just shitting ourselves, Dan wasn't even here at this point. Dan was still up in a bar. He was in the Abbey Tavern.
Tell me this, was Dan with John when Michael done that?
No, Dan was in the Abbey Tavern, but earlier on that day, Dan, John and Michael all went out for something to eat.
Left the body. He's not going to lift that in his own.
And me and Johnny were in the house, and then Michael has dropped Dan to the bar, and then Michael texted Johnny a pinned location and says, can you bring John's stuff here?
So where's this pin? Take Johnny get rid of his phone? Yeah. So if Johnny's innocent and all this, why the fuck did he need to get rid of his phone? Tell Johnny to get that location. He needs to find John here.
I know.
He needs to pull his big boy knickers up and get it done. We're not going home right, John.
So your fella, Mike, Georgie, and Johnny keep going on about how he's a transformer, how he's like John Wick and all. Like, Johnny is actually genuinely scared of Mike as well.
He's not scared of him. Listen, we're not scared of him.
I know.
We're not scared of him. We're here.
So what did you think? Put down in the comments what you think and what you thought. Firstly, I'll probably analyse this later, but my initial analyzation on the voice pattern and the speed of the voice and the crying in the right places, etc. Madison was kind of scared, possibly guilt. It was like guilt. You know, when you're a little kiddie and you start crying, and you, mummy, daddy, mummy, I didn't. It was a bit like that. Okay, I don't blame her. Poor lass. With the child there in the background, Johnny's child. I think Johnny was there beside her. She was so scared. I don't know. I'm guessing he was petrified too. Now, this pin location that Johnny wasn't aware of, he got rid of his phone, so he wasn't aware. So Torrevieja is nowhere near Benidorm. You can look on the map. We're nowhere near. I drove to Benidorm once. I didn't like Benidorm. It was like Blackpool. I do like parts of Blackpool, but I'm not into that. I was never into that sort of. I don't know. I don't want to get. I don't want to get into classes and things, and people will not know or guess what class I am or was anyway. But going off piste a bit. So you've got where they were. I know that coast, I say very well. It was about 19 years ago, 15 years ago. I had a place there. It was a second property at the time. Yeah. So I know that coast. So they were staying, I won't pronounce it again. I'll get it wrong. But they were staying south of Torrevieja. So they would have travelled up to Torrevieja. It's only a matter of miles, single miles. I don't know how many, 5 miles, 6 miles is it from where they were up to Torrevieja. It wasn't down. I don't think it's down. I'm trying to remember. Forgive me. But I think it was up. So it was towards Benidorm, but it was only a little bit. So the bits and pieces we've got to decipher whether she's lying or not are where the pin is. She's going to try and find the pin on the phone, or they're going to try and find the pin of where Mike took Johnny. So the pin, yeah. Anyway, Torrevieja is not very nice. It's like a town. It's quite a big town. It's like almost like a city, and it's sort of messy. Bits of graffiti everywhere. Not everywhere, but on corners. It's very nice. Down by the prom is very nice. Very nice. You wouldn't tell that there is a criminal element, but there is everywhere. Where there are rugs and other things and watches and things to sell, and there's going to be criminal activity in the town. In the small little towns, not as much. You've got very nice towns along there. I won't go off piste anyway. So what Madison was saying is Michael, I think it was Madison, perhaps it wasn't Madison anyway, but Mike, so he's the Czech guy, yeah, am I correct? He come back with, she didn't want to say, but they said it for her, the gun. And saying, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Like he pulled the trigger. He's been in and out of the police station, back and forth, questioning with them. He come back with the gun and said, what am I going to do? And basically they've said that Mike has shot. It's confusing where Johnny is Johnny and John is John. So, and shot John George. Cut and dry. It's just that bit we don't know, but it seems obvious. And the Irish guy's on the phone. One of them is Billy in the background. I don't know who the other one is. So they're not afraid of Mike. And you wouldn't be afraid of Mike. If he's just shot a loved one of yours, believe me, trust me, you would not be afraid of them. You'd want to kill them. You'd want to do more than kill them, if that makes any sense. But we do find forgiveness sometimes, and we don't carry out threats sometimes in revenge. We think them first of all. Is it cut and dry? So put down in the comments, do you think Michael did this? I think Madison is telling the truth. You think Johnny is very, very quiet. Why didn't he come to the phone when Madison was there? And he could have, I suppose he's frightened of Mike and Michael. There could be people behind Mike and Michael. When Mike was on the phone, I saw him as an arranger, maybe an in-betweener, trying to smooth things between him and his boss. There just seemed to be somebody above Mike. But some people you don't mess with, but I don't know. So do we know what John George did to deserve this gunshot? What did he do? Do we know the full truth, the full side? There are normally 2 sides or more, 3 or 4 sides to a story. Do we know what he did? This will unravel. This is already unraveling on social media. This is played out on social media. Sometimes before this has been handed to the police, it will be played out on social media. That's why we say that armchair detectives can actually solve things. Might not be detectives. Okay, you might not call them investigators, but in some ways, all you good people, me and all the other creators, are kind of investigators because we're looking into things and investigating. And this has got worldwide coverage. Worldwide coverage now. People are interested all over the place. So will it be a closed case?
Game over.
Need to tie up the loose ends first. It would be easy for somebody to say, for me to say, oh, they did it. They did it. He did it. Remember the underworld. These are people, even people in the underworld. They're people. Yeah. If you want to label them as gangsters, you can. That's quite a glamorous word, but they're people. And they make mistakes. People talk. They're a kind of business. But I won't go into all that. I will say I have connections in my family. You've probably got connections in your family that you're not aware of. I've got connections in my family I'm not really aware of. Well, I am aware of, but I don't see them. But they're related to certain people, joking aside. But I do joke about it, because that's how I handle it, comedy. I'll save it for another time, another video, but yeah, it's... but these people who are related, they're sometimes normal type people, you know. Well, they are normal type people, if you know, I mean, everyday people, the sons and daughters of a generation of these gangsters. And yeah, it's interesting when I look back, and I don't want to delve in too much to my history with I'm going on my dad's side, my mum's side, my stepdad's side, who has an interesting family as well. Anyway, I won't go into all that. It's let's stick with the comedy. Let's stick with the comedy bit. On that side, what am I on about? Anyway, this is a murder case, and this is serious. I do apologise. There's still pain there. I am quite a compassionate person. There is still pain when things happen. But things happen normally for a reason. Just, are we able to delve in and find out the reason? Are we able to find out the truth? So I would say to the Irish fellas, hey, before you go out there and start shooting and killing people, just wait until you find out the real truth of what's going on, you know? You need to know what's really going on out there. And then when you do find out, yeah, you can root and toot, but keep it a bit more discreet, professional. Anyway, it is late this time, so I can say I'm with you, and whatever pain you're going through, don't have any nasty dreams. Aldon is with you, and I understand if you are having some hurt about anything. yeah, try and stick in there. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And remember, life is precious. Just cherish what you have of it. Thank you.